What is up, guys? JR is back again with one question for you. Are you ready for the Juggernaut? I sure hope so. It's very nice to be back here doing more videos. Now that I'm back home, things should be going more smoothly. We should have a more regular upload schedule. Just to comment though, I have been home since Saturday, but I've been working on some things, and that's why it took me until now to get a battle. I actually went to a Yu-Gi-Oh! Regional qualifier last Sunday, and if you want to see more about that, check out my other channel. I'll probably leave a link to that in the description. And yesterday I was going to make a video, but I took an arrow to the knee. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. Oh, I'm sorry. The joke's getting old, but I can't help it. I was actually doing a podcast though with a few fellow PokeTubers, and to make a long story short, we're starting a new collaboration channel. This one's not going to be abandoned though, like with Poke Showtime. This one is very serious and will hopefully go far. It is called Poke Fight Club. Please go check it out. A link to it will be left in the description. A bunch of us, all your very likable Poke buddies, will be posting on there, including myself, once I start getting back into a more regular upload schedule. But moving on now. Today's battle is going to be a battle I had against the user by the name of Owned in the Face, and this was a UU match we had on the PO server. Pretty straightforward match, not too long, not too short. We're gonna get into it now. So without further ado, let's get on with it, guys. A lot of these pokes that you'll see, that you're gonna see, are pokes I've used before, so it shouldn't be anything so unfamiliar to you. So yeah. Alright, so my opponent's going to lead off with the Cresselia as I lead off with my Donphan. Just knowing that this is a Cresselia, I just figure best play to make right now is to set up the rock, since there's really nothing else I can do. He does actually start setting up the screens, which is going to be a pain in the ass later on, as you're about to see. Now I'm going to switch here into my Victini as he sets up the light screen. But what he doesn't know right now is that this isn't my Victini. This is actually my Zoroark. And as you're going to see here, that's going to work out very nicely, because I decided to go for the flamethrower first to see if he's going to switch out of fear of anything, and I do predict correctly. He switches into Dusknoir. And now, because he's probably still assuming I'm a Victini, I'm going to go for the Night Daze here. And Night Daze is going to finish off this Dusknoir. I do get a crit. I don't think it mattered though, because Dusknoir's defenses, even, they're good, but I think from a Life Orb Zoroark, I don't think it would have taken the Night Daze. But now he's... Actually, no, that crit probably didn't matter because of screens, now that I'm forgetting about that. Wow, I'm an idiot. But now he's going to go into Machamp. I go for the Focus Blast here. He's going to do about a quarter, but he's going to set up a substitute, so things aren't going to work out so well for me here. I don't want to let this thing wreak havoc on my team, so I figure just break his sub. Zoroark has pretty much served his purpose anyway, and he's just going to finish me off with a Dynamic Punch. So yeah, but good job for you, Zoroark. And yes, I nicknamed my Zoroark the same way Magnitude did. I don't care, it's the best name I could come up with. Now I'm going to go into Brobad, who's just going to Brave Bird everything! And he's going to take that Machamp down pretty low, but he's still going to live because of the screens, but he's going to go for the Stone Edge, and because Brobad's a boss, he's going to live that hit. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Now I'm going to proceed to finish him off. I'm going to try to finish him off with the Brave Bird, but he actually switches into Cresselia, wanting to preserve his Machamp. Oh no, I go for the Roost here because I thought he'd go for the Stone Edge again. So this exchange works out either way. Now I'm thinking he's going to try and set up the screens again, so I go for the Taunt, which works out beautifully because he tries to go for the Reflect, doesn't work, and now his Light Screen is going to wear off too, so he can't set up the screens. And now I'm thinking, okay, let's Toxic this thing, start wreaking some residual damage on, that'll be great. Unfortunately for me though, he does carry the Ice Beam, and he's going to pull off a crit, which I'm pretty certain did matter only because I think Crobat could have taken one Ice Beam from this thing, especially from its range of health. However, regardless, I'm going to go into my Cobalion now, and I'm going to set up a Calm Mind here, thinking I could probably live any hit, and it's a good time to start setting up a bit. He's going to go to Machamp. I'm figuring I can finish this thing off with any move in my arsenal. Plus he's got the no guard, but Flash Cannon seems like the appropriate move, so I just go for that. That is going to take out the Machamp, luckily. Now he's going to go into his own Cobalion, and this is where things get stupid. I go for the Focus Blast, seeing as how I outspeed him, probably because of my speed investment. Unfortunately, though, I miss. He goes for the Focus Blast. He hits, but thankfully, because of my Calm Mind, I'm able to live it. So now I'm thinking, okay, +1, I could definitely finish off this Cobalion. Right, I miss again, which is really stupid. And to top things off, he misses his own Focus Blast. So I'm like, okay, that's good. At least I'm probably going to hit him this time, right? But nope, this is why it's called Focus Miss, not Focus Blast. Yeah, you can kiss my ass. Pretty much. And he's going to finish me off with the Focus Blast, so that's rather unfortunate. Regardless, I'm going to now go back into my Victini. Not really sure what he's going to do. But I figured best play to make right now just go for a Zen Headbutt. I didn't want to overpredict. I didn't want to go for a V-Create right off the bat in case he switched into something that, in case he switched into his Darmanitan, which will probably take it. However, now I see he's probably going to stay in, so I go for the V-Create here. Does finish off the Cresselia, which is great. Cresselia is just a pain in the ass. However, now he's going to take this opportunity to go into his Darmanitan. And at this point, I'm thinking the best thing to switch into right now would have to be my Suicune, which is obviously my sub-Calm Minding set, if you recognize the nickname. Now, he is, however, going to... Oh, no, he doesn't predict that. He goes straight for the Earthquake, and he gets a crit, which isn't going to matter too much in the long run, but it was a pain at the time, for sure. However, I'm still at a range where I know I can set up a substitute, and I'm still confident he's going to switch, because obviously another Earthquake would not finish me off from regular damage. So he goes into Cobalion. I'm not sure what's the best move to make here, but I figure maybe setting up a Calm Mind, I figure just go straight up for the Scald. He actually goes for the Focus Blast. Oh, no, I do set up the Calm Mind, excuse me. I don't go for the Scald straight up. I set up a Calm Mind. I'm sorry, I'm sort of blanking on this match, even though it kind of happened yesterday. But he's now going to go for the Taunt after breaking my, after hitting me with the Focus Blast. But I just decided I don't want to get greedy, so I go straight for the Scald. And Scald is going to be a clean 2-hit KO, thankfully. And I know I could also live one more, another Focus Blast, obviously, because of +1. And thankfully, because of this, I'm able to live this Focus Blast and go for the Scald to finish it off. So now it is 2 against 3. He's now going to proceed to go into his Chandelure, which I am definitely worried about because this thing is powerful. And I want to just leave my Suicune into its Death Botter to see what kind of set this is. Judging by lack of recoil, I'm going to assume it's Specs or Scarfed, but judging by the damage that this Chandelure does with its Shadow Ball, I'm going to assume it's Scarfed, because I'm pretty sure a Specs Shadow Ball would have taken my Donphan out easily. But I do live the Shadow Ball, so I am able to go for the Earthquake. He does get a special defense drop, but as you're about to see, it doesn't matter. Now, all he has left is Darmanitan, and the problem is, there's no move he can actually lock himself into aside from Earthquake that will hit both my guys with effective damage. Unfortunately, though, because of this, my Donphan is going to be able to live that Earthquake and finish off Donphan with an Earthquake of his own. So that is going to be the game. So, great game owned in the face. Fun UU match, pretty straightforward, not much to really talk about it. Again, both links I talked about earlier will be left in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. I hope you guys look forward to more content from me. I think that's all I wanted to talk about. If I think of anything else, I'll mention it in the next video. Peace out, everybody.